and her sire is LMR RMW Inamurataka. The second female is 5793, shown by Emma Farms and CMC Wagyu. A partnership there, a heifer born 3/21/19. Female's name is CMC G4, and she's sired by the very popular bull Genesis. While our judges place in this class, there are other contributors to this event that we want to give recognition to. Also, Ultimate Kobe Beef in Winsboro, Texas. Perky Jerky, Brian Levine, Denver, Colorado. Antelope Creek Ranch Wagyu in Wiggins, Colorado. Jenny Tweedy is here with Shane Lindsay of Missional Reserve, Fort Collins, Colorado. Wagyu World, JDA, Woodland, California. Baycroft Wagyu, Jill Stump is in the stands here from Wisconsin. Loon Mountain Ranch, Bob Estrin from New Mexico and Los Angeles. And Klein Branch Wagyu, Chuck Owens, Harper, and Midland, Texas. Let's give all those sponsors a round of applause, if you would, and all their support that they do throughout the year. We certainly appreciate it. Here's your Judge Parker Henley to talk about class number 2.
Another nice pair of heifers here in the second class of the day. The young lady up here to the right in the front, I think has got a pretty standout kind of a heifer to win this class. I think a heifer that's really bold, ribbed, and powerful when you get in behind her, and yet still balances quite nice from the profile. And so a really nice place to start. The young lady does a great job showing that particular heifer there. Good female. Congratulations. The second heifer in the lineup is one that's really deep and smooth and has a maternal look to her at first glance. I thought she's a little narrower and flatter than the class winner, but still a functional kind of a female. Congratulations.
All right, the results in Class 102. First place goes to entry 5792, an entry shown by Emma Farms and CMC Wagyu with their March 12th, 19 CMC G3, which is a female sired by LMR RMW Inamurataka. Second place in that class, again shown by Emma Farms and CMC Wagyu, March 21st, 19 CMC G4 is this female's name, sired by Genesis. We're now ready for class number 105. Black full-blood heifer calves born between January and March. No, I'm sorry, 105. This particular female just won in this class, consigned or sewn by Emma Farms and CMC Cattle. This heifer was born April 25th of 19. Her name is CMC F7, and she's sired by CMC Genesis 2. One female in class 105, Emma Farms and CMC Wagyu. Of course, as many of you can imagine, this show does not just happen. The display and the free beef and all of that's been cooked out in the back. We want to thank our cook yesterday and today, Paul Fischler, and Lori Fischler and Randy Ray, their daughter, Brighton, Colorado. I don't know if you're here, but anyway, if you enjoyed the free Wagyu beef, let's give them a round of applause. It was absolutely fabulous. We appreciate their efforts in making that a great event for us. The board of directors of the Wagyu Association that are here, we have Sheila Patinkin from Vermont, right here in the center. Raise your hand, Sheila. You're new on the board. Certainly no stranger to the Wagyu business. Vermont Wagyu, very successful program. Also, we have Desi Sakali here with Red Bull Cattle Company. Desi, I don't know, there you are. We appreciate all your help and support with the donations and the juniors. And Jenny Tweedy is here as well. Raise your hand there. Those three, let's give them a round of applause as the board of directors that are here for the show. Other members of the board that could not make it, of course, if you're involved in the Wagyu Association, you know Pete Eshelman, he's our president. We also have Clem Coons from Pine Valley Farms, Ralph Valdez from Crescent Harbor Ranch, John Hall from Texas with JH2, and our friend Philip Bowman, Bowman Farms in Roaring Springs, North Carolina, and Kyle Journey with Marble Genetics. Those are all board members that help throughout the year. The staff that's here, Robert Williams, Dr. Robert Williams, the new executive director out in front of this heifer standing. Let's give him a round of applause, as well as Martha Patterson, the office manager with the Wagyu Association. Both of them work year-round trying to do the best they can with the Wagyu Association. We certainly appreciate their efforts.
Well, just a single entry heifer here, but sure one that's very nice. Lots of body and maternal look to this particular female. That's going to win this class here. She's a little excited, but boy, that heifer's got a lot of value. Congratulate her with a nice round of applause on a good female.
A beautiful female there in class number 105. Certainly too bad there weren't more for her to compete against, but shown by Emma and CMC Wagyu. CMC F7 is that female, and she was sired by CMC Genesis. Now we're coming up with class 106. This will be your last class in the black full-blood heifer division. We have in class 106 entry 5798. That'll be this first female coming in, shown by H&H Cattle Company, Jordan Hiskett. This female was born March 1 of 18. Her name is H&H Ice Queen. She's sired by Royal K's Bajoro. We also have 5799, a consignment being shown by, Emma Farms and CMC Wagyu. This female's name is CMC F24. She's born March 4th of 18, and she's sired by the very popular Performance Bowl Genesis. So two females, one born March 1, another one born March 4th. In an effort to help the juniors, we always rely on donations. If you come in through this way, you'll see a bunch of donated items, private auction items. Desi Sakali is here. She heads up a lot of that stuff. There are T-shirts for sale, etc. So we certainly appreciate all of you that have already purchased and contributed to the juniors. Certainly can't do these shows without that. So we certainly appreciate it. Here's our judge to talk about this last class in this competition.
Well, another nice pair of older heifers here, and again, lots of nice parts. The young lady that's leading her heifer out, I really like the length of stride, foot size, and structural correctness of that particular female there. She does it in a really moderate and deep-bodied package as well. This heifer that's second's a little longer and maybe even a little neater up front, but it means she gets a little shorter strided and not just as powerful and big-footed as the class winner. Congratulations to both those young ladies.
All right, in that last class in this competition for the champion black full-blood heifer, we have entry number 5798 stood first, shown by H&H Cattle Company. That's H&H Ice Queen, which is the daughter of Royal K's Bajoro. And second in that class is Emma Farms and CMC Wagyu with entry 5799, female CMC F24. We're now going to have all four class winners come back and vie for the Grand Champion Black Full-Blood Heifer and Reserve Grand Champion Black Full-Blood Female. For those of you that are interested in the pedigrees and who's exhibiting those cattle, I'll do those announcements again. In class number 1, first young lady coming out is entry number 5790, shown by Antelope Creek Ranch. She is LMR Miss Shishiro 9232G. Second female, the girl in the green shirt, of course, beautiful young girl, Emma Farms and CMC Wagyu, entry number 5792, showing CMC G3 with LMR RMW Itamurataka daughter. Female coming in now, which is the number in the third class, Emma Farms and CMC Wagyu with CMC F7. She's a CMC Genesis daughter. And in the fourth class, 106, first place was H&H Cattle Company with the March 1 of 18 H&H Ice Queen, and she is sired by World K's Pajero. Let's give all four class winners a round of applause, if you would, for their great job in displaying these cattle. A lot of times when we come to these shows in Denver, down here in this pavilion and then also on the hill, you kind of wonder where the judges come from and if they're qualified to even be judging these shows. We're certainly pleased to be having judge and evaluate these cattle. A young man, Parker Henley, soon to be from Stillwater, Oklahoma, taking on the illustrious role, and it's a big deal. Assistant professor and the future coach, livestock judging team at Oklahoma State University. Let's give him a round of applause for being here with us and taking time out of his future busy schedule to share with us his thoughts on these genetics.
Well, thank you very much. Very nice show to start off the day, and we have quite a few divisions to get through here, but I hope they have as much quality as this particular show did, because there's four really nice females that win their classes and get to represent themselves here in the Grand Champion lineup. So my compliments to you breeders and the exhibitors here. These are really nice cattle that I think can have a great impact going forward. Congratulate them with a nice round of applause on job well done getting your cattle to the National Western. Absolutely, and to me, of these four females, there's a particular heifer that stands out and wins pretty easily to me, and then I think it gets a little closer for reserve. And so with that, I'm going to go out here and take one more look and find your champion, and then we'll bring in the second as well there. So congratulations, put your hands together one more time, and I'll show you your champion.
There you go. Let's give a round of applause. You got young lady, entry number 5792, CMC G3. Her young lady's heifer is sired by LMR RMW Itamurataka. 5792 shown by Emma Farms and CMC Wagyu. Coming in second in that class will also be from the same company, Emma Farms and CMC Wagyu, with CMC G4. She'll take the place there to vie for the reserve champion in this division. right, and reserve grand champion black full-blood female is entry 5797, also shown by Emma Farm / CMC Wagyu, with CMC F7, a daughter of CMC Genesis. Congratulations to this young family for showing the grand and reserve in this section of the show. Again, just some recognition here on these red full-blood Wagyu heifers, of course, coming from South Texas. Legendary Akaushi is the exhibitor, some of the leaders in the red Wagyu business. Again, the first heifer was born 11/17 of 18, and the second female was born 8/5 of 18. So whichever one the judge picks will be grand in this section of the show, and then reserve. Here's your Judge Parker Henley to discuss these two red full-blood females.
Well, we come to another grand champion lineup here, and both these heifers were class winners in the Red Wagyu show here, and boy, they're sure nice. But they're different from one another, that's for sure. The heifer up here in front, the one that's a little darker red, she's got a really nice shape when you step in behind her. She's great in her upper rib cage and has a big square hip in her and goes to the ground on big feet. And I also like how she reaches and strides out of her front end quite nicely there also. The lighter colored heifer in the back there that won the, I guess, a little bit older class heifer that you like for her depth of body and depth of flank. Heifer that's got a nice set to her hip and hind leg at the stand there as well. And one you appreciate in that regard. You know, at times she gets a little straighter in her shoulder and motion, but boy, she's still a nice kind of a heifer. And I think both these two heifers are really deserving of being out here, and they're both very nice and high quality. This gentleman here bred them. Let's congratulate him and their firm on a pair of nice females with a big round of applause. I'll take one more look here, and then I'll select or shake the hand of the champion red heifer here and the reserve. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations, and your champion red full-blood heifer will be out of class 110, entry 5801. Legendary Akaushi out of Texas. The female was born 11/17 of 18, TWA Katasakari. The also reserve champion female legendary Akushi with LAG 21/17, a Rusaw daughter. All right, we'll just keep going right along here. It's a class of the red-black full-blood heifers. We have one female in this division. She'll end up being a grand champion red-black full-blood heifer. She's shown here by Wood Cattle Company. Her name is WDCC Coco 141F. She's sired by a VBV Popeye bull. And that female, of course, was born March 11th. So this is a division where they're either red or black. And then she'll be grand champion in this division.
Well, as we keep moving right along with the show here, just one entry in this particular division.
Shown by Antelope Creek Ranch. This heifer was born April 27th of 19. And her name is ACR Suzatani's Rain 904G. There'll just be one female in this class. Again, shown by Antelope Creek Ranch, heifer born April 27th of 19.
Well, a nice class winner here to start this particular division. What I like about her is her length of spine and the way her neck sets up out of her shoulder there nicely. Just a quality heifer that has some femininity and refinement to her. So congratulations on your class winner at the National Western.
A long-time exhibitor here at the Denver Stock Show, Emerson Cattle Company. They've got us 111 of 19 female EC Denver G001. So there'll be two females in this class in the percentage heifer division. Again, some recognition. We don't take it lightly on people that donate their hard-earned money to help juniors come to this show and around the states throughout the year. We certainly appreciate all that they do. We appreciate the Wagyu staff for all that they do. On the back of your program, you'll see the people listed. I'm going to give them name recognition again throughout the show. D&L Ranch in Montgomery, Texas, Crescent Harbor, Ralph and Helene Valdez, Oak Harbor, Washington, Red Bull Cattle Company, Desi Sakali from Alabama, CMC Livestock, Olathe, Colorado. I'm going to let the judge talk about his placing here.
Well, nice pair of heifers, and both have some good traits to them. This bigger black heifer here is going to win the class. I think she's really nice, and I appreciate all the extra body and rib that she brings to the table here, a little extra performance, and just does it in a very maternal package from the profile. Congratulations. The red heifer, she's a real long-spined heifer that's got a nice shape right down the back of her, or right down her back, and I appreciate that in her. She's probably just a little smaller and shallower compared to the winner, but boy, still nice cattle. Congratulations.
All right, yeah, we certainly appreciate all the efforts bringing these cattle to Denver and to be a part of this show. We want to give as much recognition to everybody as we possibly can. In class number 302, first place goes to entry 5806, Emerson Cattle Company, with a January 11th of 19 female EC Denver G001. Second in the class 302 goes to M&J Signs LLC. Michael Brown is the exhibitor, Heiferborn 33 of 19. We now have one female in class number 304, percentage heifer division, shown by Emerson Cattle Company, entry 5807. Okay, here she comes in the ring again. Emerson Cattle Company, 5807. This female was born August 20th of 18. Her name is EC Sweet Naomi, F37, sired by the A021 bull that they have. Class 304, entry 5807 if you're following along in your program. After the judge talks about this one, we'll bring the three class winners back and vie for the championship for the percentage heifer division.
Well, just a class-winning September heifer here that brings a lot of nice things to the table. Heifer that's really bold in her upper rib shape there. Heifer that's got some length to her spine as well, and still has a nice enough look of balance. Congratulations on your class winner.
Okay, yes, 5807 was your class winner, Emerson Cattle Company, EC Sweet Naomi, F37. Just brought to my attention when I was announcing the red-black full-blood heifers, I said red and or black. That's not correct. It's red-black. So my apologies for that. All right, we're going to bring the class winners in the percentage heifer division. The first one is 5804. As she comes in, take a look here at your female consigned, or not consigned, but exhibited by Antelope Creek Ranch. This female was born April 27th of 19. ACR Suzatani's Reign 904G is this female's name. The class winner in class 302, the heifer in the middle, Emerson Cattle Company. This heifer was born January 11th of 19, EC Denver G001. And the third female there, shown by Emerson Cattle Company, entry 5807, female born 8/20 of 18, and she's the female called EC Sweet Naomi. So three females, three class winners, vying for the champion percentage heifer division.
5807, but their tag numbers on their jerseys backwards.
Okay. They're in the right spot, though.
Yeah.
The heifers are in the right spot the way that we announced them and the way that the classes were. They just didn't get their exhibitor numbers. If you're following along, it's how they're standing there.
Well, sure, a nice way to finish up this percentage show here, and some cattle that definitely are good and offer value, not only just from a brood cow standpoint, but just their genetics, I'm sure, to the beef cattle industry in general. Three nice heifers here. They all have some good parts to them. I talked about them. To me, the champion, the heifer that came out of the second class there, the gentleman has. Let's go ahead and congratulate him with a nice round of applause.
5806.
Champion percentage heifer is 5806 Emerson Cattle Company from Indiana. This female was born January 11th of 19. All right, we have one cow-calf pair in the red-black division, shown by H&H Cattle Company, entry 5808. Female is H&H Princess. She's sired by J.R. Hiroto. H&H Cattle Company on this cow-calf pair, red-black full-blood division.
Well, it's sure nice to see a cow here in production that, has maintained some flesh. That cow's very nice. She's long-bodied and extended and loose-structured there, and has a nice moderate frame calf at side. So congratulations on your champion, our class winner pair.
Let's give them a round of applause if you would, please. We certainly appreciate it. Martha, do you have a cow-calf pair coming? Okay, sure. Just be 1 minute and then we'll bring in this purebred cow-calf pair. Give me a chance to finish giving recognition to the contributors to this event and many events throughout the year. Where we left off, Colorado Reserve, Lone Star Ranch in Colorado, Ultimate Kobe Beef, Winsboro, Texas, the company named Perky Jerky, Brian Levine, Denver, Colorado, Antelope Creek Ranch, who's exhibiting here today, the Yoder family of Wiggins, Colorado. Jenny Tweedy is here representing Missionary Reserve in Fort Collins, Colorado. Make note that the next convention, Wagyu convention, will be in Fort Collins the last week in September. So if you can make it there, we certainly would appreciate that. Also, Wagyu World JDA in Woodland, California. Baycroft Wagyu Joe Stump is here representing the Herd Farm in Wisconsin. Lone Mountain Ranch, I think, contributed the beef today. Bob Estrin, a longtime breeder of Wagyu cattle in Los Angeles and New Mexico, and Klein Branch Ranch, Chuck Owens, Harper, and Midland, Texas. Let's give them a round of applause for all that they donated for the show and for the juniors. Certainly appreciate that. Here's class number 404, entry 5809, shown by H&H Cattle Company. It's a purebred cow. She was born 5/29 of 18. H&H Lucy is her name.
Well, a nice pair here, and I told the ladies that this cow could sure withstand a lot of competition. I like her structure, her length of stride, and does it in a really nice balanced and maternal package there. A nice little heifer calf, I believe, there at side that's ready to head out the gate. Congratulations.
H&H Cattle Company showing H&H Lucy with their young calf at side. That's your champion purebred cow-calf pair. Again, representing the Wagyu Association and running that office in Idaho, very able Dr. Robert Williams. You'll see him down there on the end in that cowboy hat. Also, Martha Patterson, the office manager and herd book services of the Wagyu Association. Incoming here, we're starting on the Black Full-Blood Bull Show in class number 502. This is entry number 5810, shown by Emma Farms and CMC Wagyu. This bull was born March 16th of 19. His name is CMC G1, and he's sired by the popular bull Genesis.
Well, a nice March bull calf here that's going to win this class. A bull that you appreciate for his testicle size and depth of body, and just does it in a really functional kind of a package there. Congratulations, a good bull that I think can offer some value down the road.
All right, how about a round of applause on the start of the bull show? CMC Emma Farm, CMC Wagyu with CMC G1 on March 16th, bull calf that's very well presented. Now we're coming in class number 504. This is entry 5812 from Emerson Cattle Company in Indiana. This bull was born 9-2 of 18. He's called EC Sweet Night, F39, and again shown by Emerson Cattle Company, 5812.
Well, a nice September bull here that is going to win this class, that does a lot of good things, is presented very nicely. He's deep-bodied, and I told him he's really, really long-strided and correct in his structure, so my compliments to you there. Good bull. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Emerson Cattle Company on this black full-blood bull. EC Sweet Night is his name, born 9-2 of 18. If you look in your program, class number 505, we have 4 bulls that are entered in this particular class. All right, now we're coming in with class number 505, black full-blood bulls. The first bull coming in is 5813, exhibited by Antelope Creek Ranch. The bull is born March 7th of 18. Is ACR Sanju's Tanny Bullet 802F. He's a son of Ty Mr. Tanamara. 5815 is the second bull in, shown by Emma Farm CMC Wagyu. He's born April 27th of 18. CMC F1 is his name. His sire is CMC Genesis 2. The third bull is 5816, shown by Emma Farm CMC Wagyu. Bull was born May 3rd of 18. CMC F2. His name is YARIWA Sakura C715. And the fourth bull, 5814, is the youngest bull in this class, born May 15th, EC Sweet Ito FE45, sired by MCH Sweet Willie A021. So, Judge, we have a March 7th, an April 27th, a May 3rd, and a May 15th. 4 bulls vying for the class winner in this black full-blood bull division. Well, the judge is going to take a minute challenging class here. Those of you sitting in the stands and watching the show and then watching online, the Wagyu exhibitors have their cattle exhibited down here at the end of the lane. There's also a tent there that represents the Wagyu Association. We have several board members that are here and staff with the Wagyu Association that if you are interested and you're new to the business or thinking about getting in the Wagyu business, we welcome you. And we want to visit with you and talk to you about any of the genetics and the services that the Wagyu Association provides. The board members that are here, we have Sheila Patinkin from Vermont Wagyu sitting in the center, Desi Sakali over here to my left, Red Bull Cattle Company in Alabama, and Jenny Tweedy is here representing Mission Reserve, a major company in the Wagyu business. We appreciate those three board members. The third bull, 5810, should be 5816 if you're keeping along in your program. The other board members that did not have a chance to make it to Denver, of course, our president that's doing a tremendous job in a major Wagyu force in the business, Pete Eshelman from Indiana. Glenn Coons, Pine Valley, also from Indiana. Ralph Valdez, one of the longest-standing breeders of Wagyu cattle in Crescent Harbor Ranch in Washington. John Hall in Texas is a pilot and probably flying around somewhere. JH2 Ranch. Philip Bowman in North Carolina, and Kyle Jenny representing the popular program Marble Genetics. Here's your judge to talk about this competitive class.
For sure, a very competitive class here. This bull that wins, they're all a little different in their kind. This bull to me here's got the most muscle to him. I like his shape right in behind his shoulder and down through stifle and quarter there. A really muscular type of a bull that's masculine and rugged just in his general appearance here. Good place to start. Now, the bull in second, if you want a little more frame and extension and length to calf crop, this bull can for sure do it. He's long-bodied, he's extended, he's big-footed, but with that he probably just isn't as powerful and genuinely as nice shaped as the winner, but I think still a lot of good things that bull can offer to a herd. The next pair of bulls are similar. I like the extension, the growth, and the lateness of maturity of the bull in third compared to the one in four. Now, he probably doesn't have as much muscle right in behind his shoulder as the bull in four, but to me, the length and the growth and the weight there is what won out. Young lady's bull's real moderate. He does have a nice shape in behind his shoulder there. He's a little shorter coupled and not quite as high growth or as comfortable moving as a few of those other ones. Congratulations, though, 4 really nice bulls.
Right, the results in class number 505, first place goes to Emerson Cattle Company with entry 5814, EC Sweet Ito FE 45. Second place goes to Emma CMC Wagyu with CMC F1, which is a CMC Genesis son. Third place also to Emma Farm and CMC Wagyu with CMC F2, which is a Secura C715 son. Fourth place, Antelope Creek Ranch with a March 7th, 18 Bull 802F is his tattoo number. Here's class 510, one bull to round out the division of the full blood section of this show.
Where did our auctioneer?
All right, take a look here in the black full-blood bull division, class number 510, entry 5817, H&H Cattle Company. This bull was born January 27th of 17. He is M6 grow and grade, and he's sired by Bar R Shigashigatani 30T. One bull to round out this section of the show. We'll bring 4 class winners back for the Grand Champion Black Full-Blood Bull.
Well, this young lady sure got a nice mature bull that is really powerful. He's a big hipped, thick made kind of a bull that still has some moderation to his frame size. Just represents a very nice kind. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations to H&H Cattle Company with their January 27th of 17 M6 Grow and Grade at Bar R Shigashigatani 32 son. We're now going to bring 4 class winners back to vie for the championship of the Grand Champion Black Full Blood Bull division of this show today. All right, here we are vying for the Grand Champion Black Full Blood Bull. First out is the young lady in the green, 5810. She represents Emma Farm / CMC Wagyu. Her bull is born March 16th of 19. Bull's name is CMC G1. He's sired by Genesis. Second is 5812, shown by Emerson Cattle Company in Indiana. That bull is born 9/2 of 18, EC Sweet Night F39. Also winning the Class 3 out of those 4 bulls was Emerson Cattle Company with a bull 5/15/18 is his birth date. His name is EC Sweet Ito FE45. And in the 4th class, we had 5817, shown by H&H Cattle Company, bred in the M6 Grow and Grade is his name, and he's born January 27th of 17. Seem to have quite a bit of interest here in the show, as you well imagine. And if you're new to coming to this show, this is a competition that the judge is evaluating on the conformation and the structure of the cattle. But just as importantly as that, many people will will let you know, and we all know, that this breed is all about the meat. And so we urge you to go back and visit with the consigners. They can talk to you further about their genetics, the lineage that they come from, and what they have going in their programs. So if you're looking for genetics or want to talk about meat, we urge you to do that after this show. We certainly appreciate all the consigners and the donators of this show to make it what it is, and we need to keep it growing because, in my opinion, it's one of the most popular breeds in the country.
All right, well, good bull show here in the Full Blood Show, and my compliments to you. I hope there's some breeders around ringside, some people that are here evaluating good cattle, and finding some pieces maybe that you can utilize in your operation. How I place them today is just one person's opinion, and I think you all have to find what your cow herd needs and a good set of bulls like this. Just a few comments I'll share about these bulls, but this young bull calf here I think's got a lot of potential. He's one that's long spined and smooth and definitely nice enough structured there. We'll like to see how he matures and grows out there, but I think he's got a lot of potential. The bull behind him there, I think, is one that you could utilize to add some length of stride and some correctness to structure of a cow herd there. I really like that, and the way he reaches and so comfortable off either end of his structure. The bull behind him out of the 3rd division, I think a May of 18 bull there. I like the muscle shape, the boldness to his rib, and how expressive he is. Real big testicled, nice enough balanced bull there that offers some good parts. And then, the bull, the older bull, the mature bull down on the end there, boy, sure one that gives you a nice look from the profile. He's wide made, and he's bold ribbed, and he's big footed. I like all those things about him. I'd change his testicles a little bit there, but boy, still a nice kind of a bull. So, you find where you want to use these bulls in your operation, because I think they can supply a tremendous amount of value to the next generation. Congratulations to these breeders. Put your hands together. I'll go shake the hand of your champion bull.
Again, our judge is Parker Henley, soon to be living in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Assistant professor is going to be his new occupation at Oklahoma State University, and a coach of the livestock judging team at OSU. Let's give him a round of applause for doing a tremendous job talking about these cattle and taking time out of his busy schedule to come here and be with us. We certainly appreciate it. All right, winning the class number 505, there were four bulls in that class. Entry number 5814, shown by Emerson Cattle Company. Bull is born May 15th of 18. He's EC Sweet Ito, FE45. Now coming out for reserve, they'll be second in that class, exhibited by Emma Farms and CMC Wagyu. CMC F1 is the bull's name, born April 27th of 18, and he's sired by CMC Genesis. All right, congratulations to the winner of Class 510, entry 5817, H&H Cattle Company. Her bull was born January 27th of 17, and his name is M6 Growing Grade, and he's sired by the popular bull Bar R Shigatani 30T. Again, congratulations to Emerson Cattle Company and H&H Cattle Company. All right, now we're starting in the section of the show, the red full-blood bulls. We have 5818, shown by Elite Western Wagyu. This young bull calf was born 6/17 of 19. His name is EWW Rowan G901. His sire is the White Wagyu Master Chef.
A nice June red bull here that this gentleman has. It's got a lot of bone and mass to him, so my compliments to you, doing a good job. Congratulations on your class winner.
All All right, round of applause there. 5818 Elite Western Wagyu with EWW Rowan G901. We're now coming with class number 512. We have one bull in that class, entry 5819. He's shown by Michael Brown at M&J Signs LLC. The bull was born March 1 of 19. MGB Sasha 113G is the bull's name, and he's sired by the bull Brady. Class 512 is what we're on, and it's consignor 5819. We're in the red full-blood bull section of the show.
Well, this gentleman's got another nice entry. He's brought here a red bull that's real long-bodied and has got a nice shape in through his quarter and stifle there. Appreciate that about him. So real rugged and masculine in his look, and I think he'll offer some nice pieces. Congratulations.
All right, and now we're coming with congratulations there to Michael Brown, M&J Signs with his March 1 bull. Now we have one entry in class 514, entry 5820. The Klein Branch Wagyu is the exhibitor, and the bull is JC Judo 292F. He's sired by the Judo bull. Then also, those of you that are still left, they'll have the private silent auction items that are all benefiting the juniors. Also, Desi is here to my left that can talk to you about the t-shirts that you can buy. All the money goes to a really good cause. We certainly appreciate Desi and the crew constantly trying to make things better by people's donations. We certainly appreciate it. Here's your judge.
Well, November bull here that certainly maybe in his working clothes. He's real long and extended and expressive in his shape, and still has a pretty big set of testicles on him. So congratulations to a nice bull here that definitely offers some good parts. Congratulations.
As he walks out again, that's Charles Owen at Klein Branch Wagyu is the exhibitor. 9118 is when that bull was born. Now we're coming with red full-blood bulls born October 17th to December 17th. We have the first exhibitor, which is Michael Brown, M&J Signs LLC with 5823. This bull was born October 3rd of 17. His name is MGB Curie No Euro EAO4, sired by SOR 1083. The middle bull is 5824. Stephen Wolf of Elite Western Wagyu is the exhibitor. The bull was born 1027 of 17. NW Mr. Big Al, Hamari 122E is the bull's name. Sired by the popular Red Bull HB Big Al. And 5822, shown here by legendary Akiushi from Texas. Bull was born 1012 of 17. His name is Heartbrand 1395. Shigemaru is his sire. Again, showing in this class is class number 517. You have 5823, Michael Brown, M&J Signs LLC, 5824, Stephen Wolf of Elite Western Wagyu, and William Fisher with 58-22 with legendary Akushi.
Well, three bulls here that, all are a little different. Pretty dominant winner, in my opinion, this lighter colored bull that is real muscular and shapely. Just looks like a rugged and athletic bull should there, and so I think a nice place to start for sure. This gentleman's bull in second's real long spined and extended and offers some more frame size. So if you need that in the calf crop, he can do it. A bull to me that just probably wasn't as stout and powerful and good shaped as our winner, but still nice enough bull. And then another moderate frame, smooth made bull that deep enough bodied, but just a little lower growth and flatter and narrower compared to those first few. Congratulations on three nice bulls.
Thank you very much. Randy has more important duties, so you're really down to the bottom of the barrel. That's me. And stop nodding your head in agreement, Debbie. Okay, the next class is Class 519. That's Red Bulls born between April 17th and June of 17. In this class, we have from legendary Akaushi. The animal's name is Lag Alamo 04E2 and shown by William Fisher of legendary Akaushi. Judge Henley.
Well, our oldest bull here in the last class that I think offers a lot of good things. He's really bold-ribbed and deep-bodied and just very practical in his look. Big testicled, loose-structured bull here that wins this class. Congratulations, sir, on a very good bull.
Our next class is Red-Black Full-Blood Bulls. And class number 522, we have one entry there, V-Bar V's DX2, and the animal's name is VD Prime 5 VDV 005.
No, it's on for Grand Champion. Excuse me.
Oh, we're going to go to Grand Champion? Okay.
Grand Champion Red Full Blood.
All right, before we get into that, we have the Grand Champion of the Red Full Bloods. Grand Champion of the Red Full Bloods. That's what you get when you get a free announcer. These are the grand champions of class 511, 512, 514, and 517, and 519. This is a grand champion and a reserve champion of the Red Full Blood Bulls.
Well, sure, nice show here in the Red Bull division. As big a show as we've had, and so my compliments to the breeders here. Some good cattle. I'll just share a few comments. These first three bull calves are all nice kinds of cattle that can sure mature and fill out on down the road. But to me, the pair of bulls down there in the end are awfully high quality, and I think they're bulls that can definitely make the next generation good. The gentleman, the cowboy hats bull there is really muscular and shapely, and give a real good look to a set of cattle. The bull down here on the end is another one that's big-bodied and rugged in his look and just very functional. And so I think those two bulls are ones that would be very profitable on down the road. So my compliments to the breeders there. The gentleman in the cowboy hat's going to have our champion bull, and we'll bring in the second for reserve.
5822 is our champion, and that is from M&J Signs LLC. And our number 2 bull is number, well, what is it? 23? 1523, 5823, and that is from M&J Signs also. So the Grand and Reserve champion in the red full-blood bulls are number 5822 and 5823. We want to congratulate those breeders, legendary Akaushi on 5822 and M&J Signs on 5823. You can get a list of all these breeders. There's a lot of information on the Wagyu breed at the Wagyu tent just north of us here on the alley. Plus, they've got a lot of Wagyu hamburgers, brisket, and we appreciate you coming up and visiting with us. Also, as was mentioned before, we do have some silent auction items over there on the table behind the stands to support the Junior Wagyu Breeders, a good association. Desi, our member of our board of directors right here, will be glad to answer any of your questions about this. Our next class, we have one animal. It's a red-black full-blood bulls. Red-black full-blood bulls. This entry is class 522 is DDR005G and from VRV Ranch.
The reserve grand was 5825.
Well, the lone bull here in our red-black division, this young lady is exhibiting a bull that's sure enough long-bodied and long-strided. I appreciate that in him. We'll be interested to see how this bull matures here. You got a nice individual. Let's congratulate her on her champion red-black bull here.
Our next class is class 605, purebred bulls. Purebred bulls are 15th, 16th Wagyu and above, gaining prominence all the time as we get into the pole business. But right now we have this entry, number 5827 from H&H Cattle Company. It's H&H Max. Sire is Itamoritaka JR 703.
Well, the grand champion purebred bull here, this young lady has, he's certainly maybe in his working clothes, but appreciate his foot size and length of stride, correctness of structure here. Young lady, you've had a nice set of cattle all day. Let's congratulate her on a job well done.
Congratulations, 5827. Our next group is the Get of Sire group classes. Get of Sire We have one entry in there in class 605, or GOSA, Christiana Hall of GMC Cattle Company, Get of Sire. Sire is the well-known bull Genesis.
Well, our only Get a Sire class here, and nice entry out of Genesis, I believe. So these are nice cattle here. Definitely a bull that can offer some value.
That pretty much takes care of it for the group classes, but a very important part of the show coming up is the American Wagyu Association Junior Association Showmanship Award. How well these kids show these cattle. How well do these people do showing the cattle? Our first group is class is 801. It's novice showmanship. That is kids 8 to 18 years old who have never shown before. In this class, we have Jada Gray. She's 16 years old. She's going to present the animal to our judge, and we'll just see how well she does. The judge will instruct her, position her, see how well she presents the animal to him, and responds to his instructions. It's 802, junior showmanship, 8 to 10 years old. We have 2 entries there. Wyatt Fritz, it's 10 years old, and Lexi Tecklenburg at 10 years old. Class 802 coming up. We want to those people who remain in the stands, let's encourage these people when we announce the winners, and encourage them because they're really the future of the breed. So let's show some appreciation for their efforts. Here's Wyatt Fritz and Lexi Tecklenburg. big guy in the middle is not a showman, he's the AWA director. And he's older than 10.
Well, a pair of very good showmen here that are extremely professional and are definitely look like they're enjoying their time here at the National Western. So my compliments to you. Both are doing a nice job. But you just look at them. This young lady in the pink here has got a great working relationship with her heifer. And boy, she just comes around there and sets up perfectly each time. And so she's going to be our champion in this division. Young man, a very close and respectable reserve. Give him a nice round of applause.
Thank you very much, kids. Very good job. Our next class is 803, intermediate showmanship. That is showmen between 11 and 14 years of age. We've got 3 entries in this class. Ariana Yoder at 11, Carly Shea, also 11, and Miranda Shea, 13.
Well, this is some intense competition, and so I appreciate everyone that's left around here supporting these young ladies who do a fantastic job exhibiting their cattle here. Definitely very close, and there's a young lady, in my opinion, that could compete in any showmanship competition anywhere in the country. And so my congratulations to the future champion that I'm going to name here in a minute, but all three of these young ladies who are super professional and have exhibited cattle in that way all day. So put your hands together. I'll go shake the hand of the champion showman and the reserve.
Congratulations.
And Moran.
Okay, the winner is Carly Shea, 11 years old, and then coming in number 2 is her sister, Miranda Shea. Congratulations to both of them. An excellent job. All of you looked real good. You can be real proud of the presentation you made. This is our last class, Class 804. This is senior showmanship. This is showmen between 15 and 18 years old. We have 3 entries in this class. Jordan Heskett is 15, J. Lee Farris at 15, and Cassidy Shea is 16 years old. So this is our senior showmanship.
Well, as we've come to the end of our day here, what a very fun and exciting day. I know for the breeders, as well as these young ladies here that are doing a great job showing. Anytime you get to come to the National Western and be an official and judge, it's always a great honor, and so I'm very thankful to the National Western and their crew, if anyone's around here. And then I'm very appreciative of the help in the ring with our leadership from the Wagyu Association. Dr. Robert Williams here, who I've known is a great leader, and I think will do great things with the program. And so it's been fun. I've enjoyed my time here, and so the focus back to these three young ladies. Boy, are they not very professional and classy in the way they exhibit their cattle. This is definitely a tough decision, and all three of them very much deserved to win this and could win a lot of showmanship competitions. I think these young ladies are going to go on to be big leaders within the breed, and a breed that I think has just so much relevance and has such a big piece to offer the industry and the whole cattle industry moving forward. So continue to advocate and continue to raise good livestock, young ladies. I know you guys have a bright future ahead of you. Congratulate all three of them with a big round of applause on a great job exhibiting their cattle today. I'm going to take one more look and shake the hand of your champion.
That's Jordan Heskett, our grand champion in senior showmanship. And in second place, Jaylee Farris is our reserve. We want to thank you all for coming. We want to thank you for making this part of a very good Wagyu show. But you've only participated in half of it. We have Wagyu hamburgers, we have Wagyu biscuit, and a lot of Wagyu beef up there, mostly from the Mishima Cattle Company. Want to go up and take a look at their programs, take a look at some of the other programs that are up there at the Wagyu tent. And don't forget the silent auction over here for the benefit of the kids. I think you'll all be happy with some of the items you see over there, but we certainly welcome you up the tent, certainly for a cup of coffee and a glass of water. Thank you, Robert Williams, for putting on a great show, and thanks to our judge, Parker Henley. Thank you very much, all. On that final show, it was Jordan Heskett first and Cassidy Shea was second. Congratulations to all the participants. We enjoyed very much having you and look to see you here next year.